Hey guys, it's me, Leaf. So today we're going to be making a Bitcoin trading bot using the Coinbase API and the Python language. So I just want to get a couple misconceptions out of the way. For this video, we're not going to be doing any algorithmic trading, and there's not going to be any like machine learning involved in this. It's not a smart strategy that I'm using. The point of this video is to get you guys acquainted with the Coinbase API so you guys can make your own trading bot, use your own strategies. I'm just teaching you guys the code pretty much. So I don't want any angry comments saying this strategy is trash. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to show you guys what is possible with the Coinbase API. So hopefully now that you guys understand that, we can continue on with the video. So what is going to be necessary in order for us to actually have this environment set up? So first of all, I'm gonna close this facecam window down here. All right, so here we need to be able to have the Coinbase library. So how we're going to get that? Pip install Coinbase. I already have this installed, and I'm going to prove this to you guys real quick. So run that line if you've never done this before, but I currently have the Coinbase API right here. So now that I have that installed, we can continue on with our code. We use this by importing coinbase.wallet.client, and we're going to import it as client variable. And what else are we importing? We're importing time, or we're inputting sleep from the time library, and we're also importing these three, this method, and then these two variables from data, which is data.py is a file I actually made to hold my API key and API secret, because obviously I don't want any random person on the internet to be able to see my API key and API secret. So what is this? What is the API key and API secret? I'm going to show this to you guys real quick. So here's for my Chrome. Here under the Coinbase settings on my profile, you can go to API, and then you can create a new API key if you haven't. It takes a couple days to set up and verify and stuff. But once you have that, you have your key. This is about half of my API key. And then you also get an API secret when you show it. So I'm not going to do that obviously on camera, but just so you know, this is where I got those values. So now that I got that out of the way, know that in data.py I have those two values here, and this method percent change just takes a integer change between returns the percentage change of two floating point numbers. That's basically what happened. All right, so this link here that I commented, this is a guide on how to use your Bitcoin wallet. I don't get into that in this video, but it is very good to know how to do that. So if you're interested in learning more about the API outside of this video, this is the place to do it. So here, we're going to set up our Coinbase client by doing this. Client, this variable equals this method, client API key, comma API secret. And that's going to be our personal API key and API secret. And that's going to be how we actually link our account and our code. So now if we're actually going to be making purchases, keep in mind, I'm just like kind of paper trading in this video. I'm not actually making any real purchases. But if you were to do that, you need to do this line here. Payment method equals client.getPaymentMethods. And then do this right here. Pass it the first of this array. This line right here gets the payment methods you have linked with your Coinbase account. And it makes it so you can actually make purchases through this API. Great. So keep in mind, put this code in if you actually want to make purchases. So what is this script actually going to do? It's pretty simple. We're just going to take a user limit order, and then we're going to take a user amount they want to spend, and then figure it out from there. So this float, this input that's going to be cast as a float. This is the price of this is the limit order price for the Bitcoin, and then this is the how much you want to spend. So we're going to start creating the loop now. We're going to be setting this currency code variable to USD, so you don't have to type it out every time. And then we're going to do a start price equals client.getSpotPrice, and then pass in the currency code. And this right here, the start price, is actually an API object. It's not actually the price. What we're going to be having to do is start price.amount. That actually returns a floating point value for the actual price of Bitcoin at that moment. So we're going to start this loop while true, infinite loop type stuff. We're going to reset the current values and find the percent change. So buy price equals client.getBuyPrice, and then pass the currency code. And then percentage gain loss is going to be percentage change method that I made earlier. Start price dot amount, buy price dot amount. Sounds good? So this basically just returns the percentage change. So now we're going to print out Bitcoin is currently this amount, and the percent change is going to be this. We're going to just format it to three decimals and then have the little percent there. All right, cool. So that's going to print that out. But now we actually make the purchase here. So if this float by price dot amount, we're casting it as a float because this actually comes out as a string, I believe, but is less than or equal to user limit order, which is our limit order that we got from the user, then we're going to execute a purchase. So this line right here is actually what we do if we were actually executing a purchase. Buy equals client.buy. And then the three parameters that we pass in here is first, how much we're going to buy, how much Bitcoin we're going to buy. And this line right here is just calculating the amount of Bitcoin that we're going to buy. This here is the currency code, and this here is the payment method. And notice we're using payment method.id, which is this right here. Great. So now that you guys understand that, and obviously here we're just printing out how much we bought and some other statistics about it. So we're going to comment this line out again where we actually made the purchase, because again, I'm not actually making the purchase. Then we're going to sleep, and then we're going to reset the start price and then restart the code. Cool. So let's actually run this, see how it runs, and we're going to do some testing with it. So Python script_1.py. We're going to run it. And let's enter a price for Bitcoin limit order. What is Bitcoin trading at right now? It's currently trading at 48,200. So let's say that my limit order is going to be 48,200. This may or may not go through this time, but we'll see. How much do you want to spend? Let's say $100 USD. So Bitcoin is currently 48,321, and this is just going to do the percent change. And we're not going to make a purchase here because this is $121 over our limit order. So hypothetically, if I was to do something crazy and do a new terminal, Python script_1.py, you'd never actually do this, but enter a price, and then we're going to do 50K. So if it's below 50K, we're going to make the purchase. How much you want to spend? $100 again. Well, this time we actually buy $100 or that amount of Bitcoin at 48,320. Makes sense? It's pretty simple code, but it is very powerful code, because think of the implications of this. Now you have the ability to develop a algorithm, and if the algorithm's good enough, you can actually really make real-time purchases based on certain parameters that you set personally. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. That's pretty much all that I had prepared for this video. There's some other functions that the Coinbase library offers, such as checking your wallets and stuff like that, but I'm not super interested in that for this video because it didn't really line up with my vision for the video. If you guys are interested in seeing a algorithmic trading example, or maybe using machine learning to make these algorithms or something, tell me in the comment section below. I'm very interested in making a video like that, so I'll just see the reception that you guys give, and then I'll decide whether or not to make the video based on that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like if you like the style of this coding video, please consider liking. Please consider commenting too. I read all the comments, so you will reach me if you comment. And also, if you like this content in general that I'm making, please consider subscribing. It would be really helpful to me. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Appreciate it.